It's what lights you up. It is special and it is simple, but it is powerful.
Welcome to the Real on Manifestation podcast. This podcast bridges the gap between mystical and practical, making manifestation real, accessible, and achievable so you are an embodied, energetic match to actualize everything you desire. I'm Minerva, your manifestation coach and host, and I've manifested every single thing I have ever wanted. From dream homes, new levels of income, trips, clients, businesses, TV gigs, relationships, as well as winning jackpots and contests. But it's not about the tangible manifestations for me. It's about how you feel and who you be on the way to there. With 3 businesses, 2 kids, and marriage to my childhood sweetheart, one of my proudest manifestations is feeling balanced, spacious, and free in my ever-expanding reality. Creating and maintaining your dream life doesn't have to take force, but ease. And I'm excited to guide you through yours. In this space, you'll receive expert insights and proven tools and strategies you can apply immediately to start manifesting everything you ever want. Sit back, relax, and enjoy the ride.
Hi, everyone. Thanks for tuning in today. Today, I want to talk to you about what to do when you think you have nothing special to offer, when you feel like what you do is nothing special, when you're probably not sure of your gifts, or you kind of know of your gifts, but you question it sometimes. And so I want to talk on this topic today because this is something that I have gone through and worked through with my coaches. And it took some reminding. It takes people being like, you're incredible at this. Or I would get feedback from clients and I still didn't even recognize my gifts. And I still questioned it. And it's been a practice for me. But the more I have gotten connected and trusting and accepting of my gifts, the more impactful things have been. Not just what comes into my life in terms of clients or signups or bookings or whatever, but in my confidence, in my conviction. And recently I was telling a past client and friend about some stories that happened a while ago, even previous to when I was a coach, but I was remembering 2 specific situations where I was connecting to spirit babies. And I then didn't even realize that was my gift. Not that my gift is to connect to spirit babies, but my gift has been that I can pick up things so clearly energetically, and someone could talk to me about what's going on or where they're at or what's blocked, and I can tune in that moment exactly what the core block is and blow it up. So I'll share these 2 stories with you where my gifts were there, but I just really didn't see it. When I started my coaching business about 10 years ago, I was doing some hands-on Reiki work as well. And I integrated that into my coaching. And I had one client specifically come and she said she went through a miscarriage and she intentionally came to release the grief and to release whatever was going on. You know, all the work that she's been doing, the stress, the tension, the pressure, the grief, all the emotions, and release it during that session. So I did some Reiki on her, but I kept seeing this baby in a womb. And it's almost like the mother was holding the womb. So I kept seeing like the baby crushed up in the womb. And I didn't say anything because it was a sensitive topic. So I just thought I was picking up her previously being pregnant. And lo and behold, I told her a bit of what I saw, that there's a baby in the womb. And I had a feeling like maybe there is a baby in there right now, but I didn't say that because that's just not my specialty. But I did relay what I was picking up energetically, what I saw, what I felt. And a week later, she came back and told me she was actually pregnant. And so even though she had that miscarriage and that was months before that, in that moment, I was picking up this baby. It was crazy. So I affirmed that's what I was seeing and that's what it meant. And then another one where I had an old client and friend come to a family event. And I did sense that she was carrying a child, and I did sense that the baby was going to leave. And I got a message from the baby that my time is not now, I'm going to come back later. And I obviously didn't say anything then, but a couple of weeks after that, I don't really know exactly the timeline, but she shared with me that she miscarried. And then I did share that I was picking up the baby's energy, and this is what the baby is saying. So I shared it, and she cried. She got chills. And I was sharing this with a past client and friend, and she even mentioned, I don't know what it is, like the baby whisperer, I don't know. But she was even mentioning that as soon as she got pregnant, I tuned into the baby and I said, this baby is a manifester. And lo and behold, the baby is born. And if you know human design, you plug in your birthday, the city, the time, and all of that. And this baby was a manifestor and I had no idea. So I share this to say that I had these gifts. I was picking it up. I had it even before I was a coach, before I was doing energy healing work and integrating into my practice. I want to share this with you because I want to let you know that you have gifts. And often you've been practicing it before you were even aware of it. You are practicing it before you had your spiritual awakening. You were practicing it before you got certified. And that's the number one thing I want you to know, that you were always doing it and you have it. And I know for a long time I was like, maybe I'm not one of those people that have a gift, right? Like other people are more talented, other people have gifts and yada, yada. And the first thing I want you to know is that you have gifts and you are doing it. And you just need to continue doing it. Okay, so then the second thing I want you to know, your gifts and what you do is probably simple AF. Okay, it's the most simple thing. And I've had my coaches tell me, because I'll be like, well, this is what I do. I just blow up blocks. I can tune in energetically. I know where it's at and I know what to do. I can sense it based on someone talking to me. I can tune in exactly what it is and what we need to do. We clear it on the spot. And she's like, that's brilliant. I'm like, but what do you mean? Like, every coach does that. She's like, no, they don't. No, they don't. I don't do that. I have my own gifts. And so I want to let you know that the thing that you think is so simple and is nothing, it seems quiet, that is your gift. And we overlook it because we think it needs to be more complicated and grandiose and something magical and like, I don't know, we think we need to juggle or be a magician. Like, no, it's the most simple thing about you. It's the thing that I'll tell you what it felt like for me when I even look back to pre-coaching. It's like talking with friends and I would just get lit up and knew exactly what to do. I can tune in and the words I said and they would just listen. And would they always carry out what I would suggest? I don't know. But they were locked in. I felt the power in me. I shared it. They were locked in. They listened. They felt affected by it. They always felt like, whoa, that is the truth. And I didn't realize I was doing it. It's the most simple thing. No matter what you're doing, I was running my Authentically Connecting event, which is a women's networking event in Pickering, Ontario. And someone said, I'm just a mortgage broker. And I was like, no, you're not just a mortgage broker. Like, yeah, that's maybe the role. I'm then just a coach, right? But it's your gifts. It's you. It's your heart. It's what lights you up. It's that special thing implanted within you. It is special and it is simple, but it is powerful. Right? I want you to take a look at that. What's the thing that you overlook? What's the thing that you think is way too simple? That's the thing that's going to be most effective. That's the thing that's going to change people's lives. And if you're a coach or you're in healing or whatever it is you do, make a list, a full page or at least 5 things that people have said, you've changed my life. What happened? What did you do? That will clue you in into exactly what your gifts are. And so that's my number 2 for you. It is simple AF. It is simple as fuck for you. That's what your gift is, and trust it. Okay. You want it simple because it's going to be so much easier to give and do and act from and market or whatever it is you need to do to build a business from it. So trust that it's so simple and trust that it's valuable and trust that you deserve to be compensated for that simple, special gift. Okay. It's changing lives. I even had my husband one day, because there's still moments of self-doubt, and he's like, you need to sit down and not leave until you fill out at least 2 pages of when people said, thank you for this. You changed my life for this. Or you notice a shift in your clients. Here's the funny thing. I had full pages of it. And he's like, how did you feel? I'm like, yeah, but. And the reason I had the yeah, but, because I was still overlooking it and thinking, it's nothing special. It needed to be bigger and grander or something, or I don't even know. It's this journey within yourself of fully accepting it, that is what it is. And when you accept that that's what it is, takes me to the next point. You need to own it and practice it and embody it. If you don't know the value of you, the value of what you do, the value of what you give, the value of your gifts, no amount of clients, No amount of feedback, even if you get that one negative feedback and you've had 10 amazing positive feedback, it's going to crush you. It's going to crumble you, right? So until you know and own your gifts, you're always going to feel like it's never enough, that you're missing something. When it's so simple, when it's always been there, where you have evidence of it before you were certified, before you left your job, before you started a business, you can get there sooner and faster if you in this moment accept it. Okay, this is what it is. Even if you don't think it's anything like, whoa, I didn't think it was that. How about just for this moment, you accept that my gift is wisdom. My gift is like I can read people's minds. I want it to be so simple so that you can now go out and practice it. From that point, you can hone it. From that point, you can find more evidence of it, right? So even if it evolves, because mine has evolved and then more came from that, and it builds this fire in you, builds this conviction in you, it builds this strength in you, it builds this stronger frequency and magnetic field within you that people are like, when I tell them, like, you do that? I'm like, yeah. Like, it's so simple. It's simple to you, but it's not simple for other people. My coach had to remind me, she had another client that said, if I have to go deep with people and figure out their blocks, they were grossed out with that. They're like, I'd rather do something else they were really good at. It was like more of a strategy thing. Whereas for me, that's like for me, right? I bring in like the practical steps and action steps and moving you forward and activating that and helping you make things happen. But we all have these different gifts, right? And what makes you special and what is most simple to you is like probably annoying or frustrating or non-existent for someone else. So don't overlook that. I really hope your gift is so simple. One person I know, a coach, is like, yeah, I can just identify the pattern. Yeah, so what, right? But the way that they articulated it and what they did in that moment, in that session, was like, whoa. So there's value in everything about your gift. There's so much value in you, right? You have the gifts within you. You don't have to do anything more from this moment, but to anchor into and own your gifts more. Those are my 3 points for you. You were always doing it. It's simple AF, and you need to just own it and practice it, because from that place, that's where you're going to build a stronger frequency and conviction, which then magnetizes people to you, and you're going to build that confidence within yourself. And that's what's going to build more evidence and opportunities to share your gifts, to change people's lives, to have one-on-ones, to do groups, to do the talk, to write your book. But you need to own it. You need to declare it. Because if you don't, then it just lays dormant, and you're going to keep searching and hoping that a client or a booking or someone's going to tell you what it is, but it's not going to come to the surface until you nourish that seed within you. And it's in you to give. I really hope you enjoyed that. You have something special to offer. You are special. Your gifts are special. And you are meant to give it. Gifts are meant to give. And so I hope you practice this. I hope this reminds you that you have something special to offer that the world needs. And all you need to do next is own it more, appreciate it more, trust it more, use it more. I hope you enjoyed it. See you all next time.